Peterson, you got a question?
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Walsworth, can you go through these Senate amendments and exactly what they remove from the bill?
The Senate amendments that I was trying to do on the floor was what was happening to a basically a patient's record. Even when they had a miscarriage, it was being called a spontaneous abortion, and that word is used throughout the terminology and the medical field. Anytime that there is no matter what you do, whatever happens to the mother or to the baby, if there's a termination, naturally or on purpose, it is an abortion. And we were just going to try to remove that and say that that's a miscarriage and not necessarily abortion. We did have a lady that came through that said not only has she had a couple of miscarriages, that now that she's had 2 miscarriages, she's I'm trying to remember the words, but it basically a habitual aborter is what it said. And that's on your patient record. A lot of people don't know that that's being used by the medical field. We found out that that's a national issue, not necessarily just a state issue. So we removed the floor amendments. It was rejected over on the House side. We've removed those, and now the bill is back where it was when it left the House.
Thank you. So you do agree that the bill still impacts the ability for a woman, what they refer to as, are you familiar with the term medication abortions? Are you familiar with that term?
Somewhat familiar with that term.
Okay, so as I understand it, the purpose of the bill is to require that the medication abortions that they have to be disseminated and dispensed at a facility that is licensed as an outpatient abortion facility, right? So a medication abortion, more oftentimes than not, is used early in the pregnancy, right? Okay, and so, for example, with the bills that we now have on the law, let's use the 6-week ban, right? Or whether, right? It's let's say 6 weeks. Yeah, let's use that bill. And so it's week 4, and a woman wanted to have an abortion. Typically, the medication version of that, which involves a pill, right? And they don't have to go to a facility. So this bill would require, even if it's just medication, that they'd have to go to a facility. Are you aware of that?
I believe that it is in the law that we're having today, yes.
So that's what we're changing. We're requiring it. It's not currently required because a woman wouldn't need to go because it's medication. We wouldn't have to go.
I think when we had the debate on the bill to begin with, it does not include the morning after pill. The morning after pill is not included in the because what I understood from the debate that we had was that is not included in this bill at all. The morning after pill can be just taken by the mother immediately after she chooses to, maybe the day, I think it's called the morning after pill. So I think that's not included in this legislation, what I understand.
Okay, so you don't really know much about the morning after pill or this medication abortion.
I'll go ahead and tell you that's not an expertise that I have.
Why are you handling this bill?
Because I had the amendment on the bill. And that's what we're rejecting is the amendment to the bill. That's all.
Why are you handling a bill about abortion if you don't know about it?
Because Representative Hoffman asked me to do it.
For the floor, Senator Peterson.
How disrespectful. How disrespectful. You're going to come up here, handle a bill about abortion, but you're going to acknowledge you don't know much about the morning after pill, nor do you know anything about medication abortions. Well, why are you handling the bill? Because you're disrespecting women and you really don't care. You want to check a box to say that you're pro-life, but you're really pro-birth, and you want to tell women what they have to do with their bodies, sit at your desk, go back to your districts, and be pro-life. That's it. You're not even worthy of getting educated on what happens to our bodies when we talk to our doctors. How disrespectful. And it's okay because we keep going along and laughing. Let me tell you what the bill does. The purpose of the bill is to require all medication abortions to be dispensed at a facility that is licensed at an outpatient abortion facility. So the bill will limit access. That is the whole purpose of the bill, to limit access to medication abortions to physicians who have also been able to obtain a clinic license. That's what's going on. Right now, under current law, medication abortions can only be dispensed from a physician who is enrolled in or has completed a residency in obstetrics and gynecology or family medicine. There is really no need for this bill to create another level of certification. The intent is to limit access to legal abortions for women to control their bodies, decide what they're going to do with their doctors. I know that's not important to a lot of you. I know there are a lot of conversations going on, but I hope you learn more about it when you get home in October, when the women show up. When the women show up and tell you how they feel, I hope you listen then.